The billionaire in this video spent $1 billion trying to win the America's Cup, and when he wasn't allowed to build a wellness resort on a Hawaiian island, spent $300 million buying the island, and another billion building his version of a wellness resort. The man is none other than Larry Ellison. Ellison's early life was marked by humble beginnings. Adopted by his aunt and uncle after his biological mother could no longer care for him, Ellison grew up in a modest neighborhood in Chicago. His breakthrough came in 1977 when Ellison, alongside colleagues Bob Miner and Ed Oates, founded Software Development Laboratories, the company that would eventually become Oracle Corporation. Under Ellison's dynamic leadership, Oracle grew into one of the largest and most profitable software enterprises globally, known for aggressive growth strategies and ambitious acquisitions. Ellison's wealth soared alongside Oracle's success, making him consistently one of the richest individuals in the world, with a personal fortune estimated at around $200 billion as of today. Ellison has proven time and time again that he's willing to write checks that would make even fellow billionaires pause. Perhaps no purchase better illustrates Ellison's comfort with massive expenditures than his acquisition of Lanai. In 2012, Ellison acquired 98% of Lanai, the sixth largest Hawaiian island, for approximately $300 million from tech billionaire David Murdoch of Dole Food Company fame. The island is located just off the coast of Maui. Lanai is the sixth largest of the Hawaiian Islands, but with a population of only around 3,000 people, it's often called the Pineapple Island because it used to be one giant plantation. Today, it's more like Billionaire Island. But Ellison isn't just sitting on it. So far, he's spent $1 billion trying to turn Lanai into a testbed for green living and sustainable tech. Solar farms, desalination, organic farming, even plants for a high-tech wellness utopia powered by Oracle-style data. Think the cloud meets Hawaiian paradise. His long-term vision? To make Lanai a model for future living, sustainable, tech-driven and wellness-focused, while preserving local culture and nature. He's reportedly even built a home there himself, though in true Ellison fashion, the details are extremely private. In addition to buying islands, Larry is a major investor into property across the world. His main residence is currently his $200 million estate in Woodside, California, which is a full-blown architectural tribute to 16th century Japanese royalty. Built in the early 2000s, it's modeled after a Japanese emperor's palace from the Edo period. Ellison spent nearly a decade planning and building the estate. It includes multiple pavilions connected by covered walkways, a 16th century style tea house, hand-carved wood detailing, a large koi pond, waterfalls, and a man-made lake. The landscaping alone is a masterpiece with perfectly manicured trees and water features straight out of Kyoto. Larry also holds the record for the most expensive property bought in Florida. In 2022, Larry Ellison dropped a stunning $173 million on a beachfront estate in Palm Beach, Florida, setting the record for the most expensive home ever sold in the state at the time. The estate is located on South Ocean Boulevard, right in the heart of Palm Beach's Billionaires Row. It sits on approximately 8.5 acres of prized oceanfront land with over 500 feet of private beach. The main house is a Mediterranean-style mega mansion built in 1998. It spans around 62,000 square feet and contains everything your average billionaire would expect, including ornate gardens, fountains, and private paths to the beach. While today, Larry spends the vast amount of his time on his island, that hasn't stopped him picking up nearly $2 billion worth of property across the world, including 8 properties in Beverly Hills, more than 12 homes across Malibu's Carbon Beach, aka Billionaires Beach, and 6 lakefront properties on Lake Tahoe. His property empire doesn't include just homes. In 2010, Ellison purchased the historic Beechwood Mansion for $10.5 million. He invested over $100 million restoring the 39-room estate, intending to convert it into a museum to house his collection of 18th and 19th century art. In 2011, he spent $43 million buying the Porcupine Creek estate. The property includes a private golf course and luxurious accommodations, serving as a retreat for Ellison and his guests. Larry Ellison has cultivated one of the most impressive yachting careers among tech billionaires, transforming from a casual sailing enthusiast into one of the sport's most formidable competitors. Ellison's introduction to sailing began shortly after his move to California in 1966, where he took a sailing course at the University of California. His passion for the water grew alongside his business acumen, and in the early 1980s, he purchased his first racing yacht, a modest 30-foot vessel that served as his entry into competitive sailing. However, as Oracle Corporation demanded more of his attention during its crucial growth phase in the 1980s and early 1990s, Ellison made the difficult decision to sell this yacht and focus on building his technology empire. In the late 1990s, flush with Oracle's success, Ellison made a statement purchase that would define his reputation in competitive sailing, an 80-foot racing yacht called Sayonara. Built in 1995 at a cost of approximately $10 million, this wasn't merely an expensive toy. It was a purpose-built racing machine designed to win at the highest levels of the sport. The yacht won 4 consecutive ILC Maxi Boat World Championships, but it was the 1998 Sydney to Hobart race that would become both Sayonara's greatest triumph and sailing's most haunting reminder of the sea's deadly power. The 1998 Sydney to Hobart race began under brilliant blue skies on December 26th, with 115 yachts setting out on the 630 nautical mile journey across the Tasman Sea to Hobart, Tasmania. Sadly, a massive storm system exploded over the Tasman Sea, generating hurricane-force winds exceeding 70 knots and waves towering over 30 feet. Of the 115 boats that started the race, only 44 would finish. 6 men died, 5 boats sank, and 55 sailors were rescued in what would become known as one of the most catastrophic sailing events in modern history. The psychological impact on Ellison was profound and initially caused the Oracle boss, Larry Ellison, to swear off sailing. Rather than abandon sailing permanently, Ellison channeled his competitive drive and Oracle's technological expertise towards sailing's ultimate prize, the America Cup. His pursuit of this trophy would span over a decade and cost him billions. Ellison's America's Cup campaigns began in earnest in 2003 with Oracle Racing, later becoming BMW Oracle Racing. After years of near misses and defeats, Ellison triumphed at last in 2010. Ellison joined the crew of the BMW Oracle for the second leg of the 2-day competition, when the giant trimaran, with its revolutionary 223-foot wing sail, ended the race 5 minutes ahead of the defending Swiss team, Alinghi. On February 14, 2010, Ellison's yacht, USA 17, won the second race in the best-of-3 Deed of Gift series of the 33rd America's Cup after winning the first race. Ellison's yachting interest extends beyond racing into luxury motor yachts that showcase his appreciation for maritime craftsmanship. His luxury motor yacht ownership started with the 58-meter Ellison yacht, Ronin, but more recently, he owned the 454-foot Rising Sun, one of the world's largest private yachts, designed by John Bannenberg and built in 2004 by Germany's Ellison at their Bremen shipyard for Larry Ellison, CEO of Oracle Corporation, though he later sold a portion of his stake to media mogul David Geffen. While today, Ellison doesn't own either a motor yacht or a sailing yacht, this hasn't stopped him investing $200 million a year into SailGP, the Global Sailing League, which was co-founded by Larry Ellison and Sir Russell Coutts, a renowned sailor. The league, established in 2018, aims to redefine competitive sailing by featuring high-speed, identical F-50 catamarans and focusing on team skill rather than boat engineering. Ellison initially funded the league, but the goal is for teams to transition and private ownership. SailGP has grown significantly, attracting a fast-growing fanbase and major city interest in hosting events. Larry Ellison is also a licensed pilot who has owned several aircraft, but what sets him apart from other wealthy aviation enthusiasts is his preference for military-grade hardware over traditional luxury jets. While most billionaires content themselves with sumptuous Gulfstreams and Bombardiers, Ellison has assembled what can only be described as a private air force. Among Ellison's fighter jet fleet, one can find a MiG-29 and a CIAI Machete S-211. However, his dreams of piloting these military machines in American airspace have been curtailed by federal regulations. Larry's not allowed to operate the MiG-29 in the United States, though, as it is, sadly, considered to be a weapon. The MiG-29, a twin-engine Soviet-era fighter jet capable of reaching speeds of Mach 2.25, represents the kind of extreme aviation that appeals to Ellison's competitive spirit. Originally designed for air superiority missions, this aircraft features advanced radar systems and can operate from rough airfields, capabilities that most private aircraft owners would never need, but that Ellison apparently found irresistible. Despite his military aircraft ambitions, Ellison's day-to-day flying needs, they're served by more conventional luxury aircraft. According to celebrity private jet tracker, Ellison currently flies on a Gulfstream G650 that is registered as N817GS. The Gulfstream G650 represents the pinnacle of business aviation, with a range of over 7,000 nautical miles and a top speed of Mach 0.925. It can comfortably carry up to 19 passengers and features advanced avionics that would satisfy even the most demanding pilot. Larry Ellison's passion for cars extends far beyond typical billionaire status symbols, revealing a sophisticated appreciation for automotive engineering that parallels his approach to technology and innovation. His collection represents not just wealth, but a deep understanding of what makes exceptional machinery truly special. The centerpiece of Ellison's automotive legacy is undoubtedly his 1997 McLaren F1 chassis number 062. He bought this McLaren F1 for $815,000, one of only 7 exported to the United States, finished in magnesium silver and delivered in August 1997. This wasn't just any impulsive purchase, it was the 53rd of only 106 road-going F1s ever built. What made Ellison's F1 particularly distinctive was its personalized touch. It wore Oracle 8 vanity plates and featured a black leather interior with grey driver's seat insert. For over a decade, this automotive masterpiece served as Ellison's personal transport, yet it accumulated fewer than 2,600 miles during that time in his hands. The McLaren F1 represents the pinnacle of 1990s supercar engineering. With its carbon fiber construction, BMW-sourced V12 engine producing 627 horsepower, and iconic 3-seat configuration, with the driver positioned centrally, it remains one of the most technologically advanced road cars ever created. Its top speed of 240 miles per hour held the world record for production cars for over a decade. Perhaps the most telling aspect of Ellison's automotive taste is his profound appreciation for the original Acura NSX. His favorite is the Acura NSX, which he gave as gifts each year during its production. Every year for 15 years, he bought a few units of the $80,000 car and gave one to one of his closest friends and top employees. This practice reveals something significant about Ellison's character. While he could afford any exotic car in the world, he chose to repeatedly purchase and gift a relatively affordable Japanese sports car that he genuinely believed represented automotive excellence. The NSX, developed with input from Formula One legend Ayrton Senna, embodied Honda's philosophy of achieving supercar performance through engineering precision rather than brute force. What sets Ellison's automotive collection apart from typical billionaire car enthusiasts is his apparent focus on engineering excellence over mere exclusivity or status. His choices reflect someone who genuinely understands and appreciates the technological innovations that make each vehicle special. Over the years, Ellison's personal car collection has included rare exotics such as the Ferrari Enzo, Lexus LFA, and even a McLaren. But for a man that can easily afford a car collection that can rival the largest in the world, he's not that much of a car collector. Larry Ellison's life and career paint a portrait of a bold visionary, relentlessly pushing boundaries in technology, business, and personal ventures. Often described as charismatic and occasionally controversial, his legacy remains one defined by innovation, ambition, and an unyielding determination to achieve greatness on his own terms. Through Oracle, his philanthropic initiatives, and his personal investments, Ellison continues to influence numerous industries, shaping the way we interact with technology and highlighting the limitless potential of determination and strategic vision. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on the lives of the super rich.